Transcendentalism, antivisionism. Transcendentalism, antivisionism. These are the other two parts of our formula of RETI, R-E-T-I. RETI is the formula of epistemology. Epistemology is the study of knowledge, the definition of knowledge, the limitations of knowledge, the sources of knowledge, the nature of knowledge. This we study in epistemology. Where from we get knowledge? How knowledge comes to us? It's a big question and it's an important question. So, Plato, Descartes, and Spinoza told us that knowledge comes from mind, rationalism, thinking. Descartes says, I think, therefore I am. And we know the forms, theory, philosophy of Plato, his idealism and his rationalism. Spinoza was also a rationalist. So we have rationalism. Then Locke, Hume, and Berkeley, they told us no. These are senses, eyes, ears, and these are experiences which give us knowledge. I can think, but what? I have to get some sensory data and it goes to my mind. But senses are important, experiences are important, not just thinking. So this was empiricism. The Copernican revolution in philosophy was brought by Kant, and he gave us transcendentalism. What is Copernican revolution? Copernicus was the scientist, the Italian scientist of the Renaissance period, who popularized it for the first time, that sun is the center of the solar system, earth is not the center. Geocentric, not heliocentric, not geocentric. Heliocentric means that sun is the center. Though there was a Greek of Samoa, I think his name was Esparsus of Samoa, something like that, please Google it, who gave this theory 18 centuries before Copernicus in Greece. But it is said that Copernicus did not know that he gave this idea that sun is the center, earth is not the center. This was very much against the religion, because for religion earth is important, because earth is the center. To earth Adam came from the paradise. So, but Copernicus said that no. So it was a very new and a very revolutionary thing in science. So Kant, the revolutionary thing that Kant introduced, that was transcendentalism. That was his combining body and mind, rationalism and empiricism, bringing it together. Because rationalist, totally for reason, for mind, for thinking. And empiricists, totally for senses, for experiences. So that's why transcendentalism means transcend. Transcend means to go beyond. Remember, this is a very important point, that there are two types of transcendentalism. One is the transcendentalism of Kant, which is in your course and which I have given you in the notes also. But I have also given you in the notes the American transcendentalism. The American philosophers like Emerson, they gave transcendentalism, but for them transcendentalism is not all the times thinking, not all the time senses, but also nature, beauty, poetry, literature, So that is another dimension of transcendentalism. While here, their transcend means that we go to nature and to beauty, and to poetry and to literature, and to intuition, and to human life and experiences are more important than just thinking and just these rationality or scientific experiments. So that is the immersion type of transcendentalism. The Kantian transcendentalism means Kant has noumena and phenomena, and he has the approach of a priori knowledge. A priori, and the other is a posteriori. A priori means coming first. That there is a knowledge which is already there. Knowledge is there which comes first. For example, about some mathematical ideas, about God, about nature, about the sense of morality. It is good, it is bad. It is by birth to us. So this is a priori. So our mind, these things are already there. And there is this is a priori. Then his other approach is noumena and phenomena. Noumena and phenomena. Noumena is things in themselves. Like this cup, this is a phenomenon. If I can see it, I can touch it, I can understand it, I can study it, the chemistry of cup, how this cup came into being and all the details, that is a phenomena. But the thing itself, the details of this cup, I can't understand it. It is so much that can be just in mind somewhere, but I can't understand. So Kant mixed eyes and mind, that we need the sensory data, but this data itself is also nothing. I'm touching this cup, but what? For understanding this cup, I have to go to my mind and I have to think over it. Then I will understand it. So this is a transcendentalism, combining rationalism and empiricism in his unique style of Kant. Kant is also very famous in ethics. His categorical imperative and his deontology, which you can study later in the ethics section. But here we are interested in the epistemologist Kant. Another man who brought another revolution, that is Bergson, and he gave his theory of institutionalism. Intuitionism. Intuitionism is intuition. Now there is general intuitionism. The general intuitionism is about mathematics, that we do not understand mathematics by proving it, by thinking over it, but it is already there in our nature. What is intuition? The simple definition of intuition is your unconscious. The unconscious part, the instinct or the unconscious, that is intuition. Now, there are some things which are there. We don't think over it, we don't prove it, we don't argue, we don't use logic. It is not self-evident, it is not clear, but it is there. So that thing is called intuition. So this is mathematical intuitionism. The Bergson intuitionism is that he criticized intellect, and he gave his theory of duration, that time is not divided into step by step, like this is 1 hour and minutes and seconds, or past, present and future. No. Time is a duration, it is a whole thing, and the whole thing is one thing. Past, present and future, it is one thing. These are not different things. Similarly, hour, minute and second, these are one thing. This is the same time, the same duration. We cannot say that 1 hour passed or 1 minute passed. No. This is a duration, a whole. And he said that we can understand things by analysis, by logic, by rationalism, or by empiricism. We can think over something and we can understand it, we can analyze it, we can touch it, we can use our senses. When we use mind, that is rationalism. And when we use our senses, that is empiricism. But he criticized both. He says that for real understanding, the knowledge should come to you. Everything should be open to you, and then you should be absorbed in that thing. So this was intuition, and he gave a lot of proofs of intuition, and his Bergson arguments are very, very strong. Allama Iqbal also met Bergson during when he went there, and Bergson is a very unique philosopher, and I have given you in detail all the notes about both Kant and Bergson. So today we finish epistemology. In epistemology, we studied 4 schools of thought of philosophy: rationalism, empiricism, transcendentalism, and intuitionism. These 4 have their own philosophers. Rationalism has 3 philosophers: Plato, Descartes, and Spinoza. Empiricism has 3 philosophers: Locke, Hume, and Berkeley. Transcendentalism has 1 philosopher, Kant, though the American transcendentalism has 3-4 philosophers. The most famous one is Emerson. But American transcendentalism is not in the CSS course of philosophy. And then we have intuitionism, and for intuitionism we have the philosopher whose name is Bergson. So these 8 philosophers you have to study, and their philosophies also you have to study. So this will cover your epistemology. Your philosophy course consists of logic, epistemology, ontology, ethics, and contemporary philosophy, the current philosophy like postmodernism, existentialism. These are the current philosophies which are going on. So all the best, take care. Please listen to these lectures and read all the notes.